Holmes, for heaven's sake, whatever's going on?
Oh, hello, Watson. You're early. Did you kill all of your patients?
What? Holmes, where have all these wretched bees come from?
I increased the temperature of the room so as to prevent them from hibernating. I needed to take a sample of honey. But it worked, Watson. We will have honey all year round.
Ridiculous and dangerous.
They're domestic bees, Apis mellifera, such industrious workers. Anyway, Watson, I am sorry, but I must leave you. I'm in rather a hurry.
You have a new case?
Yes, but nothing as thrilling as this experiment. A theft of plants at the Royal Botanic Gardens in Kew. I'm helping a minister who's an old friend of mine. You can join me if you like.
Well, I'll admit that I'd far rather accompany you than remain alone here with these workers of yours. Besides, you'll need a helping hand with the flowers you're intending to bring back.
Watson, however did you guess?
For the great Sherlock Holmes to bother with the theft of plants. Come on, admit that you're planning to spoil your little bees with some rare pollens.
Since when did I become so transparent? Let us go.
Zdravím všetkých pri pozeraní ďalšej časti Sherlocka Holmesa, Crimes and Punishments. Dneska zahajujem nový prípad. Ako sme sa práve dozvedeli, ide o krádež nejakých vzácnych rastlín. Čo je teda veľmi zaujímavý prípad, musím povedať. Uvidíme, čo sa z toho vyurbí. To je dobre ďaleko to, co? No, ešte chvíľa, boli by došli až do Škótska.
Well, Holmes, here we are at the Royal Botanic Gardens. There's no doubt that this place is beautiful. But are you really intent on investigating the theft of the plants?
Yes, of course.
What are we doing, Holmes?
No, keď to zúži nejakému kamarádovi ministrovi, tak budeme musieť vyriešiť aj rastlinky, ale nedá sa nič robiť, to už... No, ako to tu máme?
Don't touch anything else, is that clear? Just go and get a bucket of fertilizer, and without turning it over this time. Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you? If you are here for a visit, please do come back on Sunday.
I am afraid that it cannot wait. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson. We are investigating the theft of plants that took place here 5 days ago. A remarkable collection, I believe.
So you're the one in charge, eh?
A small favour for a friend. Now, to whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
I am Martin Hamish. I am the Deputy Director of Kew Gardens, and that fellow yonder is Albert. He works here.
I am delighted to meet you. What can you tell us about the plants?
They were rare and exceptional plants. We presented them at our last exhibition. We haven't removed the stand yet. It is still in the large glass house. We only learned of their disappearance the evening after the exhibition, and nobody saw anything.
No doors were forced?
No, but I would imagine that for a thief it would be fairly easy to gain entry, for there are no guards here.
Well, if you don't mind, we will take a look. Now, you say that it is in the large glass house.
Yes, the one just behind me. Just a second, since Albert has nothing else to do. Albert, show these gentlemen where the exhibition was held.
How many people work here?
Only myself. But occasionally 2 students, Albert, whom you have met, and Miss White.
Here it is. This is the place where the stolen plants were exhibited.
Thank you. Is there something the matter?
Yes, there is. All right, the plants were valuable and rare, but it seems to me that the tragedy that took place here only 2 days ago has been entirely forgotten already.
What tragedy are you referring to?
The director of Kew Gardens, Mr. Montague Dunn, he died here just 2 days ago.
We're very sorry. We were not aware. The two of you were good friends?
He was my father.
Oh dear. Our condolences. We should not be troubling you. Please do excuse us for the intrusion.
You say that he died here, in the large glass house.
Holmes?
Yes, just here, near the door to the colonial collection. He suffered a heart attack. Just like that. So suddenly. It was terrible. Excuse me, gentlemen, but I cannot remain here. If you need me, I'll be in the reserve. That's the room next to the front of the large greenhouse.
Of course, we understand.
No poďme sa.
The plants were here. All of them were stolen.
Takže tu máme aj umrtie hneď. Ešte sa na to opýtal ten oný Holmes.
Do not touch.
Má ciťáka voľakého, že? Je volať čo aj zaujímavejšie, nielen tie rastlinky. No. Fajn, dúfam, že to tu je dosť veľké, aby sa to tu mohol behať.
According to Albert, this is where his father, Montague Dunn, was found dead.
Aha, tu na. Počkať.
This sign is broken. Something heavy was dropped upon it.
No, to je aká krv, alebo čo?
Blood. Someone fell violently against this sign, and they were injured in the clash. Most likely a head wound.
No, pozrieme sa, čo sa tu všeličo dá preskúmať. Stopy.
The traces are thinner in some places. The traces are thinner. These boot marks are fresh. It appears as though someone was dragging their feet. The footprints reveal that someone staggered here. Soil. It should have come from a flower pot. The soil on the side of this flower shelf is the same as that on the ground.
No, si ho dozhodil kvetináč. To vyzerá. 6 dverami.
The door was smashed at shoulder height. This door handle is new. It was recently changed.
Čo tu pôvodnú vakdu zdemoloval, alebo čo? Tu som bol čo videl. Aha.
The esconson was breached near the handle. The door was forced from the inside of the colonial collection room. The handle was changed afterwards.
I think we need to inspect the colonial collection room.
Dobre, to tu máme. Koloniálne zbierky. Hneď tam idem, ešte si tuto čo pozriem, toto som nepozeral na ten štítok, toto je čo nedotýkať sa. A zoznam rastlín, čo tu boli vystavené.
Here is a list of the stolen plants.
Dobre. Mám prehľadať v archíve všetky tie rastliny. Tak ideme tie koloniálne zbierky pozrieť. To už nemám čo pozrieť, toto som už videl.
Very strange. Half of the colonial collection is absent.
Aj, že tvoje vole čo bolo? No kto vie? Čo tu je napísané?
According to this, they have light and moisture control in some parts of the building. The smell is strong. It is a detergent. These windows were perfectly cleaned.
Čo, mramor, alebo čo to je?
A fragment of marble,
Ozaj.
most likely chipped from a statue or sculpture. This broken fragment was the result of a heavy blow. Part of this greenhouse was emptied and thoroughly clean.
Ne, toto vyčistil, no. Zdá sa.
This is one of the outlets of the ventilation system.
Nie je tam nič? Máme nového tuto. Aha. Ok, nájdeme sochu. Také obrázky. To sú takí domorodci. Z Afriky. To sú také rastlinky z Afriky. Nebezpečné. Tu nie je nič na pozretie. Austrália. Honduras. To je čo za...
These plants come from all the territories of the British Empire.
No. Singapur, Zéland, Sudán. Aj. Tu nemôžem nič pozerať. To som videl.
The ensconson was breached near the handle.
Áno, to už sme videli všetko. Nikde tu není. Ups. Takže tak.
What should we do?
No, čo ja viem. Čo tu máme? Hľadaj místo, takže to ešte nemám hotové. Hľadaj místo, čo sa tu dá ešte na čo kliknúť? Ja som videl všetko. Co tu je ešte? Dvere sme preskúmali. Úlomky tiež. Tu je tá výplň. Klika. Vymenená. Kde tu není?
The door was... This door...
Divné.
The ensconson.
No ale čo tu ešte treba spraviť, lebo to je hotové. To je jasné.
These boot marks are fresh. The traces...
No viac tu není. Ešte tieto úlomky.
Soil. It should have come from a flower pot.
No však to sme videli. To
The
tiež.
soil on the side of this flower shelf is the same as that on the ground.
No, a čo ďalej? Ale tu nič není. Ona čo mi uniká. toto. Okná, to sme videli. No neviem. Ale musíme to ešte takto bez
The
tohto.
traces are thinner inside. These boot marks are...
Ešte bez... No, neviem, či som to aj bez toho pozeral. Z toho pohľadu. Možno, že to aj tak treba.
fragments of a flower pot.
No,
It fell down here.
no prosím.
Blood. This sign is...
Tu nevidíme nič také zvláštne. Žiadne stopy, nikto nezanechal nič. Škoda. To mi ide do hlavy, že už som to povedal všetko, čo ešte chýba. Stopy, úlomky. Tu sa nedá na tie dvere kliknúť. Ani na hento. Nie je nič, to je jasné. No nemám ani šajnu teda.
The smell is... These windows were... The ensconce.
Kvetina, čo som si nevšimol. Boda šľahlo.
This pot was broken fairly recently. A flower pot recently fell down from these shelves and was misplaced. All the clues around here are quite suspicious. I need my imagination to make
No.
sense of it all.
Aha. Rozváža dvere, zváža kvetináč, padá a tam si buchne hlavu. To je deaktivovať. Musí skôrej rozváža dvere jednotka, zváža kvetináč dvojka, padá, je trojka. Asi. No.
This reconstruction reveals a disturbing fact. Montague Dunn damaged the door of the Colonial Collection Room.
He was in a panic, or the door was locked. Was it an accident? Or a murder, then, I wonder.
No ale ako zomrel? Prečo zomrel? No prosím, takže máme previesť pitu. Z ostatených rastliniek tu nám budeme robiť pitu. Rastlinky dobre hľadať teraz. No dobre, tak poďme. Počkaj sa prehľadať archív najprv. Keď už idem preč. Čo tu? Máme nejaký dopis? Aha. Tak. No, teraz podľa čoho to mám hľadať? Encyklopédia, no. Ekonomika, technológia, dejiny. Botanika, no. Teraz buď múdry.
That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need.
Smrťace spory, to hlas. Čiže Florem Diabolika, no. Aj tá tam bola, fajn.
Here it is.
Takéto rastlinky tam mali. No a čo z toho? Nie. Housenky. Chemické hnojivo, prirodzená stimulácia a výživa. No. No dobre. Čo tam kúkaš na tú ženskú?
Someone should take Toby for a walk.
No, ty
Have you found something interesting?
Toby.
Oh dear, Toby. I wasn't aware that you were Watson's new literary agent.
Čo mu roztrhal? Čo napísal? Na čo sa pozeráš? No ja som si myslel. Starý oný. No.
A map of London.
Dobre. Scotland Yard. Nevedieme pitvičku. Nevidíme, čo zistíme. Či to bola naozaj iba srdcová nejaká záležitosť, alebo niečo iné.
I asked Inspector Lestrade to take Montague Dunn's body to Scotland Yard.
It's ready for autopsy, then.
No. Keď zomrel pred 2 dňami, to nebude bohví, čo? Som si nejaké veci, čo mal pri sebe.
A beautiful feather pen of a good make.
Čo musíme dobre pero, keď je riaditeľ.
A membership card for the London Crest Club.
Dobre, čo to je za klub? Budeme
This
omrknúť.
watch is of great value. This watch.
Dopis. Riaditeľ tlačiarne. Všetkých našich zamestnancov, však mám len jedného. A plus toho syna tu onú, voľakú brigádničku. Keby, však tam žiadnych zamestnancov nemám, len jedného. No to tiež bol voľaký týpek čudný, hentenový riaditeľ. No, ukáž sa.
First of all, let us carry out an external examination. Nothing suspicious here. No redness, stings, or bruises. There are no suspicious marks upon the chest. Let us finish our external examination, so that we can proceed with the autopsy. The air from the lungs carries a faint floral aroma. The vessels and the pupil of the eye appear quite normal. There is an injury to the skull, most probably caused by the fall in the water lily greenhouse. Now, let us examine the internal organs.
No teda.
The lungs are congested and edematous. The lungs are congested and edematous.
Bože, čo je za flak?
The lungs are The tissue on the inferior lobe of the right lung is damaged, most probably caused by toxins from an unknown plant. The heart's blood vessels show no pathological signs. The heart's blood vessels show no pathological signs. The heart tissue shows no visible pathological signs. The liver is enlarged. It would seem that he was suffering from an alcohol addiction. The liver tissue is brown. There are no visible pathological signs. The stomach tissues show no visible pathological signs. There is a small amount of content. It appears that he breakfasted lightly, only a short while before his death. My suspicions have been substantiated. Montague Dunn, the director of Kew Gardens, died from poisoning. Plant poisoning, to be more exact.
You mean
Yes, it is murder.
we should inform Lestrade?
Yes, but do remember, Watson, that I discovered the murder. The challenge is mine.
The challenge, Holmes?
We need to locate that deadly plant. Such a perfect murder appeals to me.
Murder of any kind appeals to you. Is that all we need to do?
No, we also have the people working at Kew Gardens. Martin Hamish and the son of the victim, Albert Dunn.
And also Miss White, of whom we spoke with Mr. Hamish. Should we bring them all here for interrogation?
No. A few innocuous questions at Kew will suffice, as well as a discreet delve into their personal affairs. Yes, Watson, it is time now to open the doors.
Even those in the staff building. I suppose that is
Ten sa v
necessary.
tom vyžíva
We
normálne.
should also be concerned with the victim himself. After all, we don't know very much about Montague Dunn.
You're enjoying this already, aren't you?
More than a little.
No. Takže takto je to. No to sa mi skôr zdá ako pravdivé. Že tam niekto zavrel a aktivoval tú rastlinku nejakým spôsobom, buď predtým, alebo ako. A sa tam proste nadýchal a potom, keď chcel ujsť, musel dosaziť tie dvere. No ale už bolo neskoro. Keď to zistil, že dýcha niečo, čo by nemal. No alebo to bola náhoda, no, niekto tam vysypal husenice. Že ho sám dovie. Som zvedavý, no, vidíme. Takže kam teraz vlastne máme ísť? No, v každom prípade musíme ísť naspäť. A zistíme, čo sa zistiť dá. Prekutráme to tam, budovu po budove. A čo pozistujeme. To tam stále polieva. To už bude také mokré. Tu máme plánik. My sme tu, áno. Tu má sídlo riaditeľ, nejaká šatňa je tam, nebo čo? Laboratórium.
Director's office, cloakroom, and laboratory.
Hovorím, no.
Nursery.
Škôlka.
Seed house. Ventilation system.
Aha, tam je ten systém ventilačný.
Dry tropics. Water lily greenhouse. Palm house. Reserve. Colonial collection.
Aha, tu došlo k tej vražde, tu na, aha. V tomto skleníku. A ten má tu na okná, ktorými vidno sem na tento chodník a do škôlky. Dával kľúče.
Mr. Hamish, can you explain to us what happened to the colonial collection? It seems somewhat depleted.
But, most likely maintenance work.
A už máš si tu len ty sám,
You're
taký
not sure,
uklid.
then? But you're the deputy director.
Well, I am busy. I cannot be everywhere at once.
Si zástupca raditeľa?
Albert told us about the tragic death of Mr. Dunn, the late director of Kew Gardens.
Tragic indeed. His heart attack was quite unexpected.
Kúka sa do zemi.
As deputy director, how was your relationship with Montague Dunn?
To be honest with you, Mr. Holmes, it could have been better. You see, every Tuesday he would carry out his inspection of the gardens, but it was solely to make an impression, great pretense that he cared at all. He would give out absurd orders, ignoring anyone else's opinion. He would then disappear for the rest of the week. He was what some might call a man of action. I'd say rather he was overzealous and chaotic. So after all, it was no wonder, perhaps, that he ended up like that, if you take into consideration his kind of lifestyle.
You mentioned that Mr. Dunn led a particular lifestyle.
Well, it's no secret that he enjoyed, celebrating.
No, však tam sa tiež bude pozrieť.
He was a member of the London Smart Set. He was famous for it. That
And
he had an eye for the ladies, to put it mildly, Mr. Holmes.
tell me, Mr. Hamish, do you grow the more deadly variety of plant here?
You mean insectivorous? Yes, but nothing larger than that.
No, nemal som na mysli také mizožravej. Zavádza.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
Mr. Hamish. Slobodný, bla. Krátkozaký. No dobre. Kade teraz? Doprava. Čo to je?
Locked.
Aha. Som si myslel, že to je pozamykané.
Locked.
Tak to nič neprehľadáme, keď to bude zamknuté všetko.
Locked.
Škôlka zavretá, všetko pozatvárané. Zrazu. A keď tu boli zlodeji, tak sa tam dostali. Čo tu je? No, dúfam, že aspoň toto bude otvorené.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Hneď sa ti bude venovať.
A task list for Albert, compiled by Martin Hamish. Sweep out the palm house, scrub the toilets, clean the storage shed tools.
To je otvorené. Dobre. No, to je z dole.
Who is Miss Margaret White?
She is the young lady who studies with me. She visits here sometimes to help out with the greenhouses. In fact, she should be here today. She wanted to work at the seed house. That's the small greenhouse across from the large glass house.
Do you work here?
Yes, but part-time only, for I'm also studying botany at the University of London.
You're following in your father's footsteps, then. That is commendable.
Well, even if botany is not my strongest suit, there are people who say that I could be a good manager.
We noticed that a part of the colonial collection has been cleared.
Ah. At the moment, I'm just dealing with the storage room. I don't know much about the other rooms.
I imagine that your relationship with your father may have been a strained one.
Yes. I cannot say that he was a kind man, for he never listened to me at all. He forced me to work here. But now, after his death, I've been pondering it over. Perhaps he wasn't so wrong about me after all. I have to follow his path. And I have to manage Kew Gardens. And I can do it. I can be as good as any other who works here.
Tak to tých zamestnancov veľa není.
Would you please tell us about Martin Hamish, the deputy director?
Well, I have to tell you that Mr. Hamish is not and has never been the deputy director of Kew Gardens. My father would not have tolerated it.
Indeed? Well, that is most interesting. He told us that he was.
Yes, because he believes that the management should be passed down to him now that my father is dead. But in actual fact, Mr. Hamish only has the honour of being the garden's longest-serving employee. In fact, if we are to think logically at all, it should be me who takes over the management of Kew Gardens.
Do you not have a good relationship with Mr. Hamish?
I suppose so. But we have very little in common. Mr. Hamish loves his plants and Kew Gardens, and I cannot say that I share his passion.
I see. And how was his relationship with your father?
Oh, he hated my father. It was obvious. He would be furious whenever my father boasted of Kew Gardens in the newspapers or at conferences. He was convinced that my father was stealing all of the credit for himself. But my father treated Mr. Hamish in the same way as he treated anyone. Dismissively. With indifference.
Do you hold the keys to all of these locked doors?
Yes, you can have them. But I cannot give you the keys to the cloakroom. The employees' effects are private. I am sure you understand.
No, ukáž, čo si zač. No, ten sa v hne hrabať nebude. Tak chce byť raditeľom.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
No, ten má ambície, no. Tak dá ten tým spojiť. Prečo sa to s tým nedá spojiť? Prečo sa s tým nedá spojiť? Divné.
Excuse me, but I have to tidy up this room.
A keď sa budeš na to pozerať, tak to neuklidíš. Dom pariem, dove, prečo sa to tak volá? Tie skaly sem donavlákal, Pepa. To sú ozajstné? Takže tu nie je nič zaujímavé. Chodbička.
According to this, they have light and moisture control in some parts of the building. According to this, they have light and moisture control.
No, niekto aj zvýšil teplotu, ale čo, aby tá rastlinka mala lepšiu klímu. No sme boli, tu nás zostala tá nepríjemná vec. No to je ten lekný nový, oný. Oho. Aha, strom.
These trees, with their roots in water, must originate from Louisiana.
Ah, yes, the bayou. I remember our visit in the case of the Awakened.
No vidíte. To som nehral Awakened. Budem musieť dohnať.
According to this, they have...
Dobre. Čo to tam je? Taký nový skleníček.
According to this...
Áno, to sú také vysoké teploty až. Aha, to sú suché tropy, aha. Takže tam musí byť vyššia teplota. To sú kaktusy.
These flower pots are beautiful. They are intended to be used for exhibition purposes. The symbol is not from Kew Gardens.
No, ako to kupujú asi, no. Také zvláštne. Ja to napríklad v archíve. Hnojivo. No. Sme vonku konečne. Čo to je za aký dymisko?
There is a smell of burning.
Bláznil niekto? Takýto dym to robá.
The remains of a picture frame. The remains of
Aha,
a
plynová maska.
protective mask.
Pozrime sa.
Someone set it alight, but it did not burn. The plants were set alight fairly recently. Some have not completely burned. A broom handle was half burned. A door handle? Why would anyone throw such a thing in the fire? The door handle to the colonial collection and that of the fireplace are made of the same material.
Takého krbu.
The door handle to the colonial collection and that of the fireplace are made of the same material.
Á, čo je to? Kvetí náš rozbitý.
The symbol is not from Kew Gardens.
To všetko? Posvetného niečo. Čo by to mohlo asi tak byť? Na to som vážne zvedavý. Čo to bolo na kvetináči vnútri? A čo to bolo na rozbitom kvetináči? Nie je to už nič takého. Asi nie. Tá primná maska je zaujímavá, lebo keď tam niekto pracoval s takou otravou, tak si dal masku, aby to nenadýchal do seba. Teraz sa to snaží spáliť, zničiť, zahľadiť stopy. No čo, ja preskočím cestu. Naše divá. No, tam je baba.
Look, Holmes, this charming lady must be Miss White.
Tak zistí, že je
She's entering
okozlúca.
the seed house.
Však otázku ani vidieť nemohol, čo vypadá, že je okozlúca. Klamár jeden, starý. No to je to isté, čo bolo hen tam, hej. A teraz sme tu. Pred ventilačným systémom. Čo to je? Ako to funguje? Dá sa tam ísť? Dá. A tu majú kopci kvetináčov.
A water tank. A water tank.
Na čo to ako preskúmať sa nedá?
A ventilation system. It should regulate the temperature of the staff buildings. A ventilation system.
Zajímavé, ako to môže fungovať. Za to vedie potrubie, hen tam, aha. To je stroj.
A ventilation system. It should regulate the temperature of the...
To asi viacej nezistíme. Takže ideme, lebo to Holmes nás už čaká, je nadržaný. Čo sa pozriem tuto. Všetko na rade takto, keď tu niekto pracoval pred chvíľou a nikde nikoho. Čiže ona je v tej... Nie, tuto je v tom seed house. Keď idem okolo.
Open.
Tak vidieť hen tam do tej budovy, čo tam otravili toho riaditeľa, no. Okno. Má to nejaký význam? No, kúk.
Good day to you, miss. You have some
No,
very
aha.
beautiful plants.
Why, thank you, sir. And good day to you too. But
Oh, I do beg your pardon. My name is Dr. John Watson. This is my good friend, Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
I am honored to make your acquaintance, gentlemen. My name is Margaret White. Excuse me, but are you Sherlock Holmes, the great detective?
Yes, I am he.
What a pleasure to see you here at Kew Gardens. Are you working on a case?
Yes,
A tento odpovedá, že jeho sa
a few
pýtala.
days ago after their most recent exhibition.
No teda.
Oh, yes, of course. I quite forgot about that.
Že by to bola nová pani doktorová.
Oh, it's quite
Thus.
understandable that you might forget about the theft of the plants, miss. After the tragedy that took place here.
Yes. The director was a truly good man. It is such a
Raz bol
terrible
dobrý, všetci
misfortune.
ho hovárajú, raz bol dobrý. A tuším bol na ženské, takže preto ho chváli, dovie, čo s ním mala.
Would you happen to know why part of the colonial collection was cleared?
No, I have never been there.
Do you work here?
Part-time only. I am a biology student at the London University. I attend the same classes as the son of Mr. Montague Dunn. That is how I found my chance to work here for part of my thesis, you see. It is a great honour.
No,
How well did you know Mr. Montague Dunn?
He was a master, a great leader. I saw him almost as a spiritual father.
áno, áno.
He had an exceptional nature.
Oh yes, indeed. He was always so active and so optimistic and very nice to me. Although he could behave harshly towards his son.
Why so?
He loved his son dearly and wanted the very best for him. It made him extremely demanding. Albert, who is naturally shy, suffered because of it.
Most of the doors in Kew Gardens are locked. Do you have a key to this room?
Oh, yes. Albert gave me a set of duplicate keys. He agreed I might carry out my studies without disturbing him. It is only temporary.
Drahý parfém na to, že je študentka biológie. Čo také červené ruky. Z tej rodiny pochádza, no. Drahý parfém, no. Vychvaluje ho, no. To neviem, čo spolu mali. No, čo som voľate prehliadol, neviem čo kde. Čak to jasné, že je slobodná.
Thank you, miss. None of the 3 people who work at Kew Gardens know why half of the colonial collection was cleared. So, someone is lying. It is obvious.
Samozrejme. Dobre. Ja to budem končiť pre dnešok. Ďakujem za pozornosť a na budúce ideme prehľadávaním, budeme pokračovať ďalej. Takže sa majte zatiaľ. Bye bye.